Whoa, what is that? Whoa. The Calamity Mod, one of Terraria's largest content mods, adding 27 bosses for a total of 44 including vanilla Terraria. But what if I told you that I was able to beat the game in one? Before I start, I did use a glitch throughout the run, so I wouldn't consider it to be legit. It was just for fun, you know? I started off by talking to the guide. If you didn't know, a glitch was discovered a while ago that allows you to get any item in the game for free. By using the guide's crafting menu and placing an item that's used in the recipe, then unlocking any achievement, opening the menu, and closing on it while clicking on the place of the item, you can get it. And that quickly moves me to the next step of my plan, to find the shimmer. In the Calamity Mod, the Zenith's recipe was changed to include aurit bars, a post-Diran material, allowing me to obtain endgame armor and weapons. And I could get those aurit bars by throwing the Zenith into the shimmer. After traveling through half of the world and with only a copper pickaxe, I made it to the edge of the beach and started digging down. I was really lucky since I found after like 5 minutes of digging. I then threw my Zenith in a shimmer, giving me 5 aurit bars and leading me to the next stage of my plan. Get some gear and prepare the arena. Stage 3 was kinda easy, as all I had to do was repeat the process in stage 1 over and over and over and over again. And because of the amount of stuff I was crafting, I kept running out of aurit bars, so I had to go back to the shimmer multiple times, basically making me jump between stage 1, 2, and 3 until I was done. But thankfully, the aurit bars allowed me to craft basically everything that I needed. For my class, I had 2 options, melee and rogue, as mage needed mana, ranger needed ammo, and summoner needed minion slots. In the end, I was able to craft seraph tracers, which would be my wings, a set of aurit Tesla armor, and a few accessories. Aurit bars also give me access to shadow spec bars, which I made the illustrious knives and the crystal crusher with. Finally, I got the arena set up. If you didn't know, Supreme Calamitas is summoned by using the Ashes of Calamity on an altar of the accursed. Since the Ashes of Calamity is a boss drop, I had no way of summoning the boss if it wasn't for the ceremonial urn, which for 1 I could craft and for 2 had unlimited uses. So I put a shadow spec bar in the shimmer to get the Ashes of Annihilation and made the arena. And this all led into the final stage, beat the game. So basically, this was when the difficulty ramped up. Well, not really, it was still easy, but since I couldn't get anything from bosses, I had to be Supreme Calamitas with no Jaden's Heart, no Exo Chair, no extra accessory slots, no buffs, no heals, and only a few accessories. So I just dove in headfirst, expecting to be able to power through, but I realized that it just wasn't working. For 1, my survivability? Terrible. I was getting 3-shot all the time, and also my damage just wasn't cutting it. So I got some upgrades.
Blah 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 blah.
And still died some more. Yeah, I kinda got bored of the melee class, so I switched to rogue, and it was much better. The damage made the boss much easier, I still had lifesteal from the vampiric talisman, and I only went from getting 3 shot to 2 shot, so it wasn't that bad. But after a while of just dying, getting far, and then dying again, I was kinda bored. But while looking around for any upgrades I can get, I saw this comment. Now, there's one thing that people like Andreas3000, James Joyce, and Then Go all have in common. They've all tried and experimented with new things, even if they were uncertain that it would do well. And that's kinda what I tried to do. So I decided to use the class I thought was limited, the Summoner. I decided that I would go all or nothing in this class, so I shimmered everything else that I had. I also got some accessories, the Endogenesis and the Flamsteed ring, which would do insane damage and shred the boss, hopefully making up for my skill issue. I also realized that the minion slots wouldn't be a problem, as the accessories and the helmet gave a ton. Then I got all of the life fruits, which I crafted normally using stuff I got from mining and shimmering, as well as a Calamity Mod health buffs, bringing my health to 700. Finally, I got bottles of honey, which healed 80 health. It wasn't much, but it was at least something. And switching to Summoner was probably the best decision I had made, as the Summoner set of Auric Tesla armor had the silver armor bonus. And with those upgrades, I summoned Calamitas for the last few times. And I managed to do it. This definitely took longer than it should have, so if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, and see you later.